loved mankind. He never said a negative thing about anybody or anything.
What did you think when he died? Other than being shocked, was there a part of it not surprising to you, since you'd gone through some medical things with him?
The only part, I was shocked. I was very shocked because of the fact that I didn't understand it. I didn't understand what happened, you know, and I do know that...
But on the other hand, you knew he had probably had sleep problems.
He had sleep problems, but I do know on one day, it was Father's Day, he called me, and I hadn't seen him in 3 months. And he called me, he said, and he was a little frantic. He said, "I'm not feeling well." Didn't say it as calmly as I'm saying it right now. But he said, I have these symptoms, and I don't feel well. One side of my body is very, very hot, and one side is very, very cold. And 3 months prior, when I learned of the medication, I told him I didn't know what it was. I will investigate it. And I called a physician friend, and I asked him about it, and he told me what it was. And I'm saying, I went back and told Michael, I said, "Michael, this is something serious. You don't want to take this. You just don't want to take this."
What do you make of the hot and cold thing?
When he was giving me his symptoms, I was in Florida. I happened to have been in the IC, in the ER myself, when he was telling me his symptoms. And I told him, I said, "This sounds serious. You know, I don't know what's going on with you. For you to say one side of your body is hot, one side is cold." And the reason I feel he probably reached out to call me on Father's Day is because 3 months prior, I had a chance to take my PDR back to his house and show him the side effects of this medication. And I think, you know, when...
You think maybe he got it? He got the medication from somewhere else?
I was concerned.
What did you think of the comeback tour? Did you think it was a good idea for Michael to do?
The comeback tour was a good idea, but the wrong idea about it, there's more tours added on to it. Michael only agreed that what he told me, Michael told me this himself, that he only agreed to 10 shows. But then when he added all these other shows, I was worried about his health because all the shows that I'm seeing, no artist can do as many shows.
As his financial advisor on the tour dates. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Kate.
So start by telling us, we just saw the head of AEG and also Michael's former manager saying he was perfectly ready for 50 shows. He was fit for that. What do you say?
That's totally untrue. Michael Jackson was not ready. He was not fit. If you can call weighing about 110 to 115 pounds, fit, 5 feet 10,
wow.
No. But besides that, Michael Jackson told me himself when he hired me that he never wanted to do 50 shows. He only agreed to do 10.
Well, let's talk about that. AEG sent us a statement overnight, and Randy Phillips says in that statement, our original agreement with Michael Jackson called for 31 shows. Michael was willing to increase the number of performances to 50. So he says it was Michael's decision, and they have said they think it was about the money.
That's not what Michael told me. Michael told me he agreed to do 10. His first order of the day to me was to go over and rearrange the shows so that it would be something that he could possibly do. I attempted to do that. I spoke to Randy Phillips that following Monday morning on the phone, and he told me to shove off. He didn't want to talk about it.
He says he does not remember having any conversation
well, naturally
with you.
He would say that.
He looked pretty sharp at his last rehearsal, Michael Jackson, on that tape that we've all seen
I
now.
disagree.
You disagree?
I disagree, and I can tell you why. Every move that you see Michael Jackson making on that rehearsal tape is a move that I could do. Michael Jackson do strenuous moves when he's Michael Jackson.
So you don't see the Michael that
you don't see the spinning. You don't see the heavy dancing, the tremendous moves that Michael Jackson is known to make. The moves that they show is naturally his best moves. And if you look at it very carefully, you'll see that they are moves that anybody could do.
We've been talking this morning about the idea that the family, and I know you were involved in this, wanted to intervene and...
The night, it was a Friday night, the night he asked me to come and go to work for him. This is what he told me. He said, Ro, I only agreed to do 10 shows for AEG. I never agreed to do 50. He said, I can't do no 50 shows, Ro. He said, I never agreed. I said, well, Mike, what is your deal? He said, I don't even know what my deal is. He said, I need you, Ro, to straighten that out. I need you to get with Randy Phillips on Monday morning and take care of that. He said, I would like for you to schedule the shows out and stretch them out to a schedule that is doable for me.
So you're saying that when they said 50, hold on, I'm trying to, you're wandering off. Are you saying when they said 50, that was against Michael's wishes?
Totally. Michael wasn't capable.
They were selling tickets for 50.
I said that, but he didn't approve that, Larry. He was telling me he didn't approve 50. He only approved 10.
We have a statement from AEG President.
Do you have a
CEO
contract?
Randy Phillips
It's easy
on
to
the
prove.
number of concerts read. He says, our original agreement with Michael Jackson called for 31 shows. It was our option as the promoter to only announce the first 10 concerts, knowing that based on the response to the pre-sale, we could and would add the additional 21 shows. The pre-sale response was so overwhelming that we went back to Michael's representative at the time, Dr. Tomey, to inquire whether Michael would be willing to increase the number of shows. He reported that Michael was willing to increase the number of performances to 50. And I would expect that AEG is going to probably dispute these allegations tonight, but they're saying Michael agreed to it.
Okay, let me say this,
Larry.
Larry.
After he spoke to you?
Let me say this, Larry. No, it couldn't be. First of all, let me say this. They'll say anything.
Saying they're lying.
Let me say this. Let me say this. They'll say anything. Okay, but what they should do is produce to you a contract showing where it was signed by Michael to do 50. Do you have that?
I don't have any contract. No. Okay.
But you have my contract with Michael. You have that one?
Yeah, I think we have that.
Yes, you do.
All right, Joe, constitutes foul play.
Okay, let me say this to you. There was a doctor in the house with Michael Jackson. The healthy Michael Jackson. The Michael Jackson that AEG said was in perfect health. A doctor was put in the house with Michael Jackson, and he was paid a large sum of money per month.
To do what? To take care of him, right?
Yeah, but why do someone that's completely healthy, as they say, need someone to take care of him? I consider myself healthy, Larry. I don't have a doctor living with me. Do you have one living with you?
So you're implying foul play by sending a doctor there?
No, Larry. Let me say this too. Michael Jackson was addicted. Do you understand that? We all know that.
Correct.
It's not a secret.
Okay.
Would you put a cocaine seller in the house with a cocaine addict? No, you wouldn't.
Are you saying they put a cocaine seller in the house? The doctor was selling cocaine?
I didn't say that, Larry. But he was able to he was able to administer drugs. Do you understand?
Joe, what do you I understand. Hold on, Leonard. Joe, what do you think of what Leonard's had to say?
Well, this is what you don't take a doctor and stick him in the room there, and the doctor give him something to make him rest, and then he don't wake up no more. Something is wrong there. The doctor just somehow, I understand that he left and went to sleep or something. I don't know what happened there, but he tried to bring.
Are you implying then that the doctor committed foul play?
Something went wrong. Something went wrong, Larry, because when they tried to bring Michael back, he was dead. If a doctor couldn't bring you back, this doctor, he ran away. They had to look for him 3 days to find him. So, what do you think there is happening? To me, that's foul play.
All right, that's your explanation. It's fair enough. Do you?
Dr. Conrad Murray is back at work in Texas for the first time since the pop star's death. But Murray may ultimately face serious charges in Los Angeles. Early Show national correspondent Hattie Kaufman reports.
Morning, sir. How you doing?
Dr. Conrad Murray is seeing patients again in the same office that authorities searched for evidence of manslaughter. His loyal patients don't mind. Authorities in 3 states have combed through Murray's medical records. An affidavit shows in the hours leading up to Jackson's death, Murray gave him a series of powerful sedatives, ending with propofol at 10:40 a.m. 10 minutes later, Jackson wasn't breathing. Hattie Kaufman, CBS News, Los Angeles.